talking about my top 5 hosting tips. But before we get started, go ahead and subscribe to our channel. We're gonna be putting out weekly tips every week. So go ahead and hit the subscribe button and the notification button. Let's go. Welcome back, guys. So my first tip is night minimums. So what I found out was, before I got started, I was leaving my one night minimum on, and because of that, I'll be getting parties and the bad guests. So what I like to do now is set the minimum nights to 2 nights minimum. So that basically eliminates the one night, local bookings, and the second thing is that it also eliminates the break in your calendar. So let's say if someone books a one night on a Saturday, that just breaks your whole weekend. You have Friday one night and a Sunday one night. But if you set that to a 2 night minimum, right, someone's gonna have to book Friday, Saturday, or Sunday, or Saturday, Sunday. So that's what I like to do. It makes my calendar efficient and eliminates all the bad guests, the parties, and everything else that goes along with that. So let's go ahead and move down to number 2, house manual. So let's talk about house manual. A lot of people want to put a big house manual. That's okay. But what I like to do is do a 1-pager house manual, which is readily available when your guest walks in. What I like to add on there is make sure to put frequently asked questions, such as where's the washer and dryer, what to do with the trash, put on there the Wi-Fi network, and that's a must, and the password. Because we send them these information through messaging and we email them way ahead of time. They have all of these information before they get to the house. But as you know, the longer you do this, they never look at their phone or they never look at their email. So when you have someone that's readily available in the house, they'll see that, right? I also put a reminder of the house rules. That's very important. Put the important things on there. You don't have to list all of your house rules, but list the important things, such as no smoking, their checkout time and checkout instructions, what to do with the dirty dishes, things like that, that sometimes they don't go back to the phone and look at those instructions or manuals. So that's a good thing to have on a 1 page. That way they don't have to spend their time flipping through 50 pages of what they need to do and what they need to do, basically. So let's move to number 3, occupancy rate. So for that, when I first started, I was so focused on having my calendar booked full every single day, every single month. Because my mindset was, what I thought was, the more days it gets booked, the more money I'll make. However, that's not necessarily true, as I kept doing Airbnb, right? Just imagine this. Just imagine if every night you book it at $100, right? 30 days, $3,000, right? But just imagine if you can book it for $150 per night for 3 weeks, you still make the same amount or even more money, right? So it's not all about the occupancy rate. It's all about how to maximize your profit. So that's one thing that I learned, and it really, really helped me a lot. Alright guys, so let's go down to number 4 of my hosting tip. So optimize space. So what am I talking about by optimizing space? So just imagine you have 2 rooms, right? So normally, what do you put in there? 1 bed in each room. So that sleeps 2 per bed. So you can only sleep 4 people, right? But what I found out was, if your room is big enough, put 2 beds in there, right? So now you can sleep 4 people per room, right? So for an example, one of my listings was 4 bedrooms. I put 7 beds in the whole entire place, right? And what I found out was that a lot of people who look on Airbnb and they come in big groups, like family, 10 people, 12 people. They don't want to book 3 separate hotel room. They'd rather book a $400 a night house with a full kitchen, and live like a local. So let me reiterate. So when you put two beds in each room, it allows you to price your nightly rate a little bit higher. Another strategy is that you can keep it the same rate, but now you can charge a certain amount per person after a certain amount of people. So that's another strategy to increase your profit by utilizing and optimizing the space that you have. So let's go on to the fifth tip that I have. The fifth tip is ask for review. Guys, I can't stress enough. So our business is based on reviews, right? And when you first list your first property, the first 5 reviews is critical because if you get less than 5 stars, then your listing is potentially at risk for shutting down by Airbnb. So make sure that your Airbnb, your property is right. Make sure to provide all the amenities as you should. And if you think that your guest has the best experience possible, ask for that review because that is highly, highly critical to your business. And the more review you get, you will hit superhost status very quickly, and then you become and stay a superhost every time they do that 3-month superhost review. So that is my 5 top hosting tips. Remember, guys, to subscribe and right here and hit the notification button and follow us every week because we're here to show you how to Hey guys, so those are my 5 hosting tips that I wish I knew when I started Airbnb, and I'm providing that to you. Hit the subscribe button, follow us every week, and I'll see you again next week.